Believe it or not, somebody actually pays these jackasses to do a podcast. The 2.5 Amigos are sponsored by
Blow Your Mind Sweets.
Blow Your Mind Sweets. If you're on YouTube, if it comes on, you'll see behind us Blow Your Mind Sweets. It's a great sponsor that we have that supplies ice cream to all over the valley, and I think it even does California as well.
California, Washington, D.C., Arizona.
Yeah, so it's a whole...
So they do catering, but they're mainly known for their cheesecake-based ice cream.
Yeah.
And it is delicious.
It
We
is.
have it on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
Check it out.
The show that we had one of the founders on, Jacoby Country.
The ice cream's delicious.
Yeah,
like there's just
freaking good.
no way.
And they only do, I mean, like they don't do any like shipping or anything. Everything's local.
Yeah, everything is
it's
taken.
it's all legit, good product, locally grown.
Sea Giant. So you want to go to that concert. You want to go to the big game. You want to go check out a soccer event.
Orchestra.
Yeah,
Anything that involves a seat ticket, right?
Ooh, the Book of Mormon. Great show. Love it. Been there. Recommend it to anybody. You see Giant, get your tickets.
Yeah, essentially it's a Ticketmaster alternative.
It is.
If you end up using Amigos PC, then you get 3% off of the purchase. Yeah, the whole purchase of the product. So utilize that. So we've all done Hydrate before, correct?
Yes.
Arizona Hydrate is one of our sponsors. When we did Hydrate, it was a good experience.
Like a
I think.
revitalizing experience. It's like a revitalizing for for after a workout, for after you have a hangover, which was Mark's case.
Well, I didn't. And that's the thing. Like with Hydrate, like I didn't have a hangover. Like
Afterward, yeah.
we did Hydrate, and everything that went through it. Just the next day, I woke up as if I didn't drink at all the previous night before.
And they have different levels of of the hydrate. It doesn't always have to be for
Pre-workout, post-workout.
Yep.
It works.
Yep, definitely.
What did you feel, Scott, when we did it?
It was a good experience. It made me feel very able to work out the next day, and it made me feel energized. Yeah.
Energized.
Yeah, it was the whole. You could tell like it had.
It gave you a little.
The electrolytes, that boost. You know what I mean? It kind of gave you that energy to get through
It gave you a
your
little
workout,
oomph,
right? Like
right? It gave you that.
Your bump the next day.
Yeah.
So it was really good.
Okay.
I liked it.
You definitely want to check out Arizona Hydrate.com, period, and go onto their website, right?
Yeah.
They also have an app for Android and Apple, so make sure you check that out. If you use Amigos 10 with a capital A, they will give you 10% off of any of the packages that they have.
Cool.
Check it out.
cool.
It's definitely a good pre-party, post-party, pre-workout, post-workout. Yes, it definitely does what they sell. Like it's a great experience.
Try it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2.5 Amigos. God, these guys are loco. If you're looking for a responsible, mature podcast, this ain't it. If you're looking for a lot of drinking, random nonsense, stunts and shenanigans, and some of the hottest comedians in the world, you've hit the jackpot. It's the 2.5 Amigo with your hosts, Albert, Scott, and Mark.
Hello.
Hello.
Everybody, welcome Tony Tripoli, comedian, TV star,
Yeah.
a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In our world, you are.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's a sad, empty world we live in. I shouldn't even be around you.
No. That's true. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for that.
And I brought Bingham.
Yes.
Just because.
Special guest.
What's up, Bingham?
Yeah, he'll give me. He's my joke writer.
Yeah. Well, that's why the pen and paper's there, so
I know, right?
you can jot down and paw print away.
That's right.
Very cool.
So for our listeners, Tony, if you could give us a little insight of your world, introduce yourself to them, and everybody's gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know.
No, they know.
What over our universes? What is that Venn diagram? Let's be real. There's not the most overlap. Yeah. So just I have a crazy echoey thing happening.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Is that in reality or is it?
Oh, there we go.
Just
Because
closer.
I'm used to that.
Yeah.
Faggoty sibilant S. But
that was
I was like,
If these mics are testy and then their location isn't
You said testy.
testy, which was I did it on purpose, and the setup isn't like I don't know. I mean, we're working to get a better setup. But
This is beautiful. We're in a
Thank you.
Gilbert's finest pool hall.
Basically, yeah.
Right? No, we got
Probably
trouble
is.
right here in River City.
Yeah.
I'm just a dumb gay comic, and I grew up in Phoenix, and then moved to LA I lived there for 30 years, so I'm better than you. And I was the executive producer of the show Fashion Police,
Yes.
and it was Joan Rivers, head writer, wrote her jokes, was her opening act on the road for 5 years.
Whoa.
And now I'm, in front of a fake Grand Canyon. So this is how
It's full
the mighty
circle.
have fallen.
It's full circle. Full circle. Back to the
know.
desert.
Apparently, her career is not the only one that died. So I'm happy to be here.
Ouch.
Love it. Perfect.
When you came back to the Valley, how was it in the comedy world? How was it open arms? Was it like? Yeah.
No, that's a really great question. I'm actually glad that you asked because I had been doing stand-up for 10, 11 years in LA.
Yeah.
And, I'm friends with a few comics, but I didn't go out and, go to movies or go get pizza or whatever with comics. I didn't hang out with comics because everyone's so horrible and fear-based and just competitive, and LA people are just the worst people on the planet. And just everyone is just anything good that happens to you is something that that should have been mine, and you got it, so I can't celebrate you. I'm gonna be all tight in a knot all night. And then I came to Phoenix, and immediately I met Gene Moore, who I know you've actually had on your show.
Amazing guy.
Well, he's not that great. But but no, before I even moved here, he found me on Facebook, stalker, and was like,
that makes sense.
Was
Sounds like Gene.
oh my gosh, you're a gay guy and you have this big TV career.
Yeah.
Pitiful. And which I think was his way of calling me old. I'm not really sure. But he was like, when I know your family is here from, your Facebook, so whenever you come to town, if you ever want to do time in one of our little pissant shows, we'd love to have you. And I was thrilled. And so I started doing shows with Gene and Ernesto when I would come to visit my family here in Phoenix, and really became friends with those guys. And so when I moved here, they were like, you got to meet Hillary Hudson at House of Comedy. And she's a badass and a rock star. And shout out to Hillary Hudson, because House of Comedy was the first club that really was just come on by anytime. Yeah. We'll always make time for you. They had me judge the funniest person with a day job last year, which was super, super fun.
Very cool.
And from that, then, from just really doing spots there and all the open mics. I mean, again, shout out to fucking Genevieve Rice and Aaron Onetko and just all these really cool people. Who else? Stan Chen and these people really were like, anytime you want time, come on those booked open mics.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
and
pretty
the
good.
Phoenix comedy scene is full of friggin' hilarious comics.
We agree.
Good actual human beings doing comic. It's not, for many years we were taught to believe that comedians were hilarious on stage, but disasters off stage. And they were all, junkies or addicts or sex fiends or degenerates. And that's true, but a little true. But also, I think that comedy now, people think of as a legitimate career path. I could actually do this and treat it like it's a job and do it every day and have a technique and be accountable to myself to write my morning pages or to be really hustling and working the grind. And so you've got these fucking young kids out there. I mean, do you know Luis Alvarez?
Yes. We've had him on the show.
I love Luis. Here's this kid, what is he, 26?
Yeah. He's grinding.
And just out there and funny as fuck and like knows who he is and knows who he isn't. Thomas Eppolito, that child.
I've met him.
Just that bitch. Whatever day you're watching this, he's doing 4 open mics tonight. And there are only 3 tonight, but he's going to start one of his own and be on it.
in the parking lot wherever he's going to be, and just start one.
There's so many of these. I call them young kids because I'm going to be 50 in December. I mean, assuming I make it. And I just love the comics in Phoenix and the women comics here. There are some bad bitches that are just, you know what I mean? And so all my friends now that I've moved here, I've been here, I bought a house here 2 years ago this month, but really was here full time starting in like October. All my friends in Phoenix are comics.
Yeah, very cool.
Nice. And that's a super long answer, but it's the best comedy scene.
Yes,
and you can start out going, I want to do comedy, and do a few mics, and then start getting into maybe booked mics and like time in like the big clubs. Casey Courier, my God, I would give the man a kidney. I love him. He's been so good to me, and and so you really can develop your craft, your on stage, whatever persona, which we need to talk about as an issue because I think young comics get really caught up in being like, what's my on stage persona? It's like, well, who are you?
Yeah, who really are you?
You can't go out there and just be some character unless you're doing like a Jonathan Gregory thing and he's brilliant at it. So I'm not slighting it, but that's almost do you know Jonathan Gregory? He's the sweetest man, but he's the creepy comic. He has his long hair, and he does these. All of his jokes are about how he's going to like rape you in the parking lot or eat your liver or whatever. Nice. But yet in real life, he's the sweetest, gentlest, kindest soul. So it's basically Pee Wee Herman. It's that far removed a character. Yeah. But like you can't get him on stage. You have to be yourself. It's maybe that refined, heightened version of yourself, but. Anyhow, greatest comedy scene. I love Phoenix comics.
Now, you said you were in LA for 30 years. What's the reason? For the move back?
Just failure, really. No, I mean Fashion Police. Fashion Police ran for 8 years, which is a television show.
That's good.
Yeah, that's a long run, and especially for a show that is mostly watched, in a nail salon with the sound off. Yeah. So that's a great run for us. But then when the show ended, I'm big executive producer, man. I've got my shows that I created, and I'm thinking I'm immediately going to just sell some show, and I'm going to be the new Ryan Murphy. And then I moved here and bought a house here because nobody wanted my fucking shows.
Wow. So it is as tough as they obviously say, right? I mean, it's not. It doesn't come easy. Obviously,
no, man. And I go to LA, once or twice a month. So that I just can, have people just tell me no again.
Just be in there.
Because I miss it so much. It's
awesome.
rough.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, cool, but yeah.
But I love
real.
My family's
cool,
all
real.
here, and I get to pick my niece up from school every day.
Cool.
Very cool.
So that's a cool thing.
And you said you grew up here?
I did. I went to Central High.
Wow. Yeah, that's probably was safer in those days.
I was yes.
Yeah. And you were probably
look in my day. I graduated in 1987.
Yeah.
Our mascot was a bobcat. Now it's a metal detector. So
so things have changed
over at Central High.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Literally just doing jokes for my act.
Yeah. No, that's good. It's perfect.
Lameness.
The
the dog is like, ugh, I'll be in the car.
Yeah. I've heard these ones.
So sick of it.
But very cool.
What part of town do you live in, if you don't mind?
I'm right in the Central Corridor.
Okay.
Central
High. Very cool.
Central Camelback. Got to be by
very
my Dutch
cool.
bros.
Are you a native to Arizona? Or?
Well, I mean, I was born at St. Joe's.
Okay, so that's where you're native. That's where I was born.
So
not just
really?
Yeah.
How old are you? You're
36.
Oh, no, not that young.
Not that young. Thank you. You kind of made that.
I didn't call that one right, did I?
Oh, that's good. That makes me feel better. I look younger. It must be the beard. I guess.
No, you do look younger.
But no, 36. Or I think I am. I don't know.
I stopped counting.
Dude, how do you
I don't know. Hold on.
Like, what are you, a redwood?
Yes.
Just
I had to count the rings. Yeah.
If I can count all the way up to 49.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, no, I'm 36. Yeah.
But do you know, how old are you guys?
I'm 44.
I'm 36. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
What is it with brown people?
They
It's rude. It's just rude now.
Yeah, they,
like,
yeah.
I don't want you to think that it's racist because I'm all for your pride and your equality. I'm so angry at you for aging this way.
Maybe it's the
When you've been, and are you Mexican?
Yes.
The most persecuted. And then you still have the balls to just be smooth and wrinkle free. You look like a fucking bowling ball wearing glasses.
That's true. It's so
And
true.
then and just all cute and smiley. I'm over here hanging by a fucking thread.
Oh, come on, you look
49
great.
Yeah, no,
years
you-
old,
yeah.
dude. You don't even know. Wait, in the morning, I wake up now with morning balsa wood. That's as good as it's going to get. It's fucking rough. You don't even know how long your balls are about to be. Fucking pitiful.
So your balls are going to be long here
Oh,
pretty soon.
yeah, no.
Yeah, just all
They're not
long.
already. They're not already.
Looking like the back of your throat. Just it's fucking gross. Shit's gonna hurt that you didn't know you had.
Very cool. And that's why you would need mobile hydration.
Yes.
Mobile IV.
You're wrong ad, but sure.
Well, you know, right here. I pointed to.
I'm calling Gene Moore after this because I'm wondering if we could come up with like a gay one that's just like a butt plug with a hole in it with a bag of saline or
and
something.
put it rectally.
Just like-
yeah, I mean, you could do anything that way, right?
We're hydrating.
Yeah. So
I'm just saying
it's
two
fun.
birds, one stone.
Yeah, it's
That's all
fun.
I'm saying.
It's fun, and it makes you feel better.
Yeah. Right,
Two
you know
levels.
what I mean? Get like one that's like the
It's a
bag's all
$1 million
written in
idea.
Spanish.
It is.
Shark Tank, call us.
Right?
Albert can translate for you. If you
Yeah,
need.
yeah. And then you could do like, what's it called? Is it Hydrate?
Yeah,
And you could do one that's called like Hydrate Black.
Ooh.
So it's like a really, really big one that goes in, and like a,
Yeah.
but like I mean like a, and it's like a Crown Royal bag that the liquid is in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's fucking awesome.
Perfect.
We're appeasing our audience.
Yes, we are.
Right?
Good.
They were like, we want more anal jokes. And the three of you were like, oh, let's call Tripoli.
Yeah.
That's not our wheelhouse.
Yeah, Gene's too busy.
This kind of fits in because our last episode we did have a little bit of anal talk. I mean, we were talking about getting probed by aliens. So
That's true. There was alien talk.
yeah, so it works out.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, people are. It's wild how that like the gay guys, we used to own that.
Yeah.
That was like our thing, like with a little TM after it, and now
Trademarks.
now
Nice.
you straight guys are all trying to like do anal with your ladies.
We got millennials topping us up though with trying to eat ass all the time.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, no,
the
that
new
you have to
thing.
do. You have to do. Now, I'm just saying you might want to put a scrunchie on your beard. That's a personal thing.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
But I mean,
Just in case of the food inspector, the health
Yeah.
inspector comes.
I like a beard like this kind of beard because the gays are all super into the beards right now
Yeah.
too. And that
Oh,
I can't-
really?
Yeah. This I can handle. I can't.
too much.
I'm afraid.
Too much.
You know why though? When I say, and I know you're a nice guy. I'm just afraid when I see this.
Here
kind of
here
beard.
comes the insult. Keep going.
No, I just feel.
No,
like,
I love it. 'Cause
I feel like if we dunked it in a cup of water, we could make soup.
Maybe.
It
Yeah.
scares me.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I can
smells
mold
and
it.
flavors are in there.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
peppermint. I shampooed it this morning.
Do you really use regular head shampoo? On
No,
your,
I've been using a beard shampoo as of
you
recently.
faggot. Are you kidding me right now?
I
You
am not
bought.
kidding. No,
we
no,
got
it was given to us.
we were doing a sample try to hopefully have this company be a sponsor of ours, a beard like company with like oils and stuff.
Yeah.
Just because 2 out of 3 have
Right.
bearded up. It didn't work out, but we at least got the samples and we still
Yeah.
using them up. And
They hooked
you
it
know,
up with quite a bit of samples.
Yeah, it was
You
pretty good.
feel like we're not going to say their name because they're
No.
not buying. So
Exactly.
fuck those people.
Agreed.
But you feel like
I'm going to share this episode
the
to them now, too.
shampoo, the beard shampoo, you feel like isn't just head shampoo. You
No,
feel like
I
it's
No,
no,
you-
because
Yeah,
I
that's
was
a good
using
one.
Head and Shoulders prior to, and I think it's night and
difference?
day.
I think it's better.
Huge difference.
Do you
Really?
think that it's just like Dawn? Like that they used to get
Could be
the
with this-
oil spills off the
Could be.
geese and stuff?
Could be.
Because that feels like that would be a good.
Like a degreaser?
It probably
Yeah,
could.
Yeah.
maybe.
That
No,
might be just as good. I'm gonna try that after I run out.
We're reaching out to the Dawn people.
yeah, to be a sponsor.
Because
We
I
need-
feel like
yes.
that's a cost effective
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you get
and
a
probably
decent amount.
really good.
Yeah.
For some samples?
And it does smell nice. That Dawn, one little drop.
Lavender, a little lavender one.
Yes.
I agree. I agree.
That's good. So you've worked with quite a few people then beyond just Joan Rivers. One notably that's actually lives in the Valley also, Frank Caliendo. You worked with him previously?
So, okay, I did...
Frank TV.
I did one episode of Frank TV.
Okay, cool.
This was the sketch. He was being Rush Limbaugh before he became a talk radio DJ.
Oh, okay.
What if... what if in the 70s, college-age Rush Limbaugh was a DJ at a disco station... but already bald, and then he interviewed the Village People, not getting that they were gay because he's a conservative Republican idiot. And so this guy gets hired to be the Indian in the Village People. I just feel like as a Mexican...
way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
It's
Almost
so wrong.
He's too short to be
Yeah.
the Indian, though, I would imagine.
But like, how... not Native American. Let's not act like you can't get a Native American in Southern California. So it was the weirdest. And so we literally shot this sketch, one afternoon.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think I have like 2 lines,
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's like, we heat big gay or something. I don't even know. I'm sure it's super bigoted and like not anything that should be on my
It
reel.
amazes me that you remember it
Yeah,
in that
yeah,
detail though.
yeah.
Well, how many times have you dressed up like the Indian from the Village People?
That's true. That's a good way to
On
look at
a
it.
freezing cold
There's
soundstage with your
zero
tits out all
chance.
day.
Yeah. Zero
how long
time.
ago
So
was that?
that was
How
a
long ago was
Tuesday.
it?
He's done that on a Tuesday.
It was
Yeah.
a decade ago.
Oh,
when
wow.
when
Yeah.
was Frank TV, right? That was a
was
while
a while
ago.
ago.
That was in
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's very cool. Do you still talk to any? Look, what big celebrities these days that aren't maybe in LA or or who do you still kind of mingle with that are in the big game?
Well,
I feel like I'm Chris Farley right now.
I will
Saturday
say
Night Live
the
when I'm
reason
trying
I'm
to.
laughing because the answer is Bruce Valanche emailed me
Oh,
yesterday.
yeah.
I know that's exactly
Yeah.
what
Yes.
you were thinking.
It
When
was.
you were like,
That's where I
what
was going.
celebrities?
Perfect.
Bruce Valanche actually did just email me on Facebook. He's a really sweet man and obviously funny. And no beard right now.
Okay.
Bruce Valanche, known
Wow.
for his beard.
Yeah.
No beard right now. And so, but look, Margaret Cho is a friend.
okay.
I'm really happy that after Joan passed away, I don't know if you heard, like, spoiler alert, she died 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But she
Yeah.
would listen with Game of Thrones now. You
Yeah.
can't fucking say anybody
can't.
died or people lose their
Spoiler,
mind.
yeah, spoiler alert for everything.
But so yeah, but after she passed away, Margaret was they had Kathy Griffin for a minute, but she's a cunt, and then that didn't work, and then Margaret came in, and
Yeah.
she's super cool and just a
Very
really,
cool.
She's a warrior, man.
Yeah.
She has been put through it. This is a woman of color who really was celebrated as she's going to be the next big thing, and
Yeah.
had the first sitcom led by an Asian American on network television back in the 90s, and then ABC just like shattered her with
Really?
that experience. And just she bounced back, and she's an advocate for the queer community. Although she's had some experiences, I think she now considers herself sort of pan or omni or
Fluid of
whatever.
some sort.
But
Yeah.
I'm especially touched when people who are not actually LGBTQ decide to be a. You know what I mean? They decide to be the ally, and so I love her for doing that before she was considered herself to be an actual
Yeah,
queer
that's really cool.
person. So
So you said Kathy Griffin cunt. Was that a joke or do you
was it a joke? Oh my God, do you not have the internet? She's horrible. She's
Yeah.
horrible.
No, I know.
She's done some
She's just
some
a
bad
terrible
things.
person. And
Yeah.
the thing is,
Okay.
it's sad because she's super, super funny.
No, I was
and
going to ask
super
about
talented.
that situation that happened that pretty much, I don't know if it ended her career. What did it do?
No, it
Well, that was
didn't
the
end
Trump
her
thing,
career.
right?
Yeah,
That was
the
the
Trump
big thing that-
picture.
yeah.
And listen, the bitch can monetize anything. So
Yeah.
believe me, she will have a beard shampoo sponsor, lickety split. So I'm not coming for her. Like she figured out the way to make that end up working for her. It's just I was friends with her for 10 years. I did the first season of her reality show. Then we had the falling out, and And then when I was with Joan, she did some things with Joan, and she just really decided Joan Rivers, one of the most famous people on the planet, and now Kathy Griffin is being like a guest on Joan's show or whatever.
Yeah.
Kathy coming in as a huge star, being treated like a guest, but then you're going to try to fucking
Really?
shit on me in front of the whole crew that I'm the boss of. Like, really, you're so horrible and petty that you need to try to come for me when we're like at my house.
Yeah.
And it's Joan's house, but I'm directing the show on the floor.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, oh, okay,
Kind
you're
of
really,
bullshit.
but but whatever, we all have our own.
Yeah.
Everybody has a work beef or something,
Well, it just
And I
seems
will say, her mother. This is not a joke. Her mother, Maggie, who we all know from the show, is really, really suffering with various stages of dementia now, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. And so, as much as I don't think Kathy's a good person, when the day that she posted that on Twitter, I actually tweeted back at her, Kathy, I'm really sorry that's her mother is an incredible woman.
Yeah.
And Kathy, we're back. My mom always loved you, and that's nice. So
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
But still
the higher road.
That's awesome.
So you made mention of recent comedy skit that you judged, Comedian with a Day Job, right? We recently did The Freshman of Comedy with Bobby Johnson, being judges, that is.
Yeah.
We're not comics, none of us.
Oh,
but,
well, then you should judge it, for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? No.
There's nothing comics love more than
people who don't know
their
what they're
ass
doing.
from their elbow, giving them notes on their ass.
That was us.
That
was us.
Sit next to me on an airplane and then ask me to tell you jokes and then go, you know what's funnier? Oh, my God. Please let this plane flying go now.
Yeah, exactly how we felt when we were there.
So you joked the competition, really fun.
We did.
Yeah, we had a great time. We thought
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we did all the stages like for them to get to the final stage, and we were involved in the last the finals, but we didn't really have entirely 100% say on who was going to be the winner.
We weren't even supposed to be.
But then it comes down that we did have to have some sort of a say. So
it was all messed up.
All right, okay.
But here's the thing, this is the dirty little secret about when you host those kinds of events or judge those events, especially when it's week after week, like when you're semifinal. You get so invested in those people.
It is. That's what I mean. Like you feel bad.
You're like,
sort of, right?
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to be part of the finals.
Yeah.
Like, you have to hear what I have to say about this because I'm going to fight for this one or this, and so that it's kind of sweet. Yeah, I mean, I was oddly emotional about last year's, and I knew who was going to win the first. I mean, Aisha won it. Aisha Renee won last year. And I had never met her, and she did her first set, and I was like, well, this is the one to beat. Like, she just did something with magic. And there were like 10 people that were so, I mean, that's how I met Luis Alvarez. That's actually how I met Eppolito. That's actually the first time I think I saw most of these people. Wow. And I just had to go to them afterwards and be like, dude, you're fucking talented. You're great. And it's not about winning comedy contests.
No.
Because that's just kind of a whole other kind of thing. But yeah, so many super, super talented
And it was
people.
cool because we went to 3 of them. We judged them 3 times, and then they went to the finals. And when they went to the finals, they all brought their A game.
Yeah.
It was really good. Yeah, it was tough. At the end, it was like, oh my God, these guys. It was a little bit different than when they were just trying to get to the finals. Mm-hmm. It was really good. It was fun. Really good local comics.
Yeah. It
with
was
the
neat.
exposure, too.
That was the main thing for us. Is we were trying to get
our name out there.
More local comics and trying to get get them on here and
sponsor. Blow Your Mind Sweet. It was so funny. We were sitting here talking. Albert didn't talk for like a good couple minutes. The next thing you know, he's finished with this complete ice cream sample that he got.
Oh, that night, that day, very true.
That's true.
They had a brownie explosion one, and that was so.
Mine was like an
so good.
Mine was like
so
an
good.
orange sherbet, which I wasn't. That's not like my go-to, but it was still really good.
Delicious, still.
Oh, yeah. So it was good. So I mean, if
so you can find them on Facebook. If you if you Facebook search Blow Sweets.
Yeah.
Again, hit them up on their Gmail account. blowyourmindsweets@gmail.com. Try their
Or
ice
that's
cream.
their
It is
email.
delicious.
I'm sure the regular listeners know this, but how did you name the podcast? How did you arrive at 2.5 Amigos?
Funny story.
First started
I'll
off
be the judge of that.
we first started off as Three Amigos, kind of infringing on the movie.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Well, it's okay to infringe on a 40-year-old movie. I don't know that that's
true.
really
Yeah,
hip
true.
cultural
True.
reference. Yeah,
Very true.
But we have a local comic, Josh Harrison, on the show frequently.
Yep, I
and
adore him.
Yeah,
he
we got to get that boy a haircut.
right.
We can all agree he's not here. We can speak freely, right?
Yeah, no.
Well, I don't know. Can we get a sponsor? Something?
Yeah, haircut.
Okay.
Haircut.
So we just finished an episode at our old location, and which happened to be my garage.
Yeah.
And-
So this is our
yeah.
summer location until we get it.
Yeah.
We're looking at a corporate corporate retail
spot.
Yeah, office suite.
No, I would love to be doing this in a Forever 21 right now.
Yeah.
I think that would be ideal.
Me too.
That would be kind of funny.
That would be.
No, but so afterwards, we like to sometimes drink during the show. Well, at least a couple of us do. And something happened. We were making a height joke with our friend Albert here because we're a little taller. And he is kind of like half the size of the two of us, too. And Josh,
in
like
two different ways.
it naturally
Two different
happened.
ways.
Oh, you mean
skinnier?
you guys have all peed together? Is that what you mean?
something like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah, that too. We've all
That's
measured.
okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So it just naturally happened. He's like, you guys should be the 2.5 Amigos because one of you are being a half right now.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's like it's almost like it kind of comes into like not everybody shows up every time, so someone's always half there.
Yeah, that's
That's kind of thing too. So there's like sometimes Albert doesn't show up,
Right.
So it's kind of.
But you keep a chair like for
Yeah,
Elijah
yeah.
at Passover.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, and there are times where like one of us will show up physically, but mentally we're not here.
there.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
so somebody's always there's a
Someone's
rotating half at some point.
Why are you
This is
guys?
a running
Why are you guys
joke.
watching the show? Why are you? You can't find anything on YouTube better than this when they're admitting that they don't even fucking participate.
No.
The beard shampoo people.
That's why. That's
refusing
why.
to be a part
That's
of
why.
this should have told you that you need to aim higher. There's
Yes.
got to be a makeup tutorial that you can be watching right now.
It's the beard. It was their fault. The beard guys.
Right?
So I saw that you were at an episode for 2.5 Men.
Oh yeah. How was that?
Yeah.
Well, so okay, please now say that this wasn't like a planned segue because
It
now
wasn't.
I
No,
feel like
no,
it looks
no,
like I
like
only asked
you're-
about your name to set up my own.
No. We literally were looking at stuff and
No, it wasn't.
not for you to name drop, obviously.
Well, it's not a good
It's turned out.
story.
It's turned out that way.
It's not a good.
It's not a good story.
Well, let me
no?
just start by saying I'd get a check every other month.
Oh.
Still, and then
Wow.
again, 2.5 Men was easily 10 years because Charlie Sheen
Yeah,
was on the
yeah,
show,
yeah,
so it was
yeah.
like early 2.5 Men, and by the way, when you do a sitcom show, you get hired like the week before, and then you show up Monday to the table read, and all you do on those shows that have been on a few years, like they already know Monday they work like an hour. They come in, they read the 30-minute script, poof, everybody's fucking gone. That's their Monday. Really? Then, yeah, it's so cush. And then Tuesday, the whole day is just blocking and camera and like planning. And then Wednesday, and then they shoot most of the episode Thursday, so that Friday they just do like a couple things in front of the audience. And also because the kid was under 18 still, with labor laws, he couldn't work
After a certain
long
time, yeah.
days.
Oh, okay.
So they would pre-shoot a lot of his stuff on Thursday, so that they knew we're going to be able to get the stuff with him we need in 8 hours, or stuff that he's not in, we'll shoot in front of the live audience.
Oh.
And so because my scenes that I was in were with him and another kid, I didn't even go on Friday to do the taping in front of the live audience.
Oh.
We only shot our shit on Thursday. So I worked the read on Monday and then went and got fitted for my faggot costume. And then Tuesday, like maybe half the day, and then a little bit on Wednesday, and then we shot it Thursday. It's the easiest money you can make. And then I still get checks.
Nice.
Good old
I
residuals.
probably still get like $1,500 a year from it because it reruns so often and
Yeah,
it plays
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
You get a check and it'll be like airplane use. And it's like, oh yeah, it's probably on Delta. So I got, $85 for that. And then it's literally like, all like Asia. Like it's playing in Asia and, and like certain reads South America and all this.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
The episode is about the mom who's a lesbian. You know that, right? Holland Taylor in real life is a lesbian, and she's with Sarah Paulson, who's a third her age. Sarah Paulson from American Horror Story and all, and OJ and all that. Yeah. She's with old grandma. And which is great. I mean, I love her. But listen, I don't like her because I've had this same exact hairstyle for 20 years. It just used to not be gray. And then I used to get to be on TV. And so at the table read, after the read, she came up to me and she goes, "You are so funny. And I love that you chose to wear your hair in that ridiculous way for the character this week. I love it." And I was just like,
"You bitch.
This is my regular hair." And so that was day one. So I hope you feel welcome. And by the way, that bitch wears a wig on the show.
How can you talk crap about someone else's hair?
What her hair looks like in real life.
Yeah.
If you're going to wear a wig, it shouldn't look like... Yeah. It's like you literally going in and getting a bald head wig put on right now. Like, why is that? So she shows up with her hair looking exactly like that, goes, "Oh, got to go get my wig on," and then comes back half an hour later looking exactly the same, except now it's a wig. I go, "You do you, boo." I don't know what that's about. Someone needs attention. And so... all the whole 4 days that I worked there, everywhere I went, fucking Charlie Sheen was like on me. Really? You guys, Charlie Sheen loves me. Really? I do not know what I haven't. I don't smoke weed. I don't know what it is.
You wouldn't come off as his type
at all. Thank you. And so it was just like, what, like. Charlie, I never fucked a hooker. I don't know. We have nothing to talk about. And so, but he just, everything I said, he laughed. He thought I was just the greatest. And so the episode was about, they get in a fight with the mom. And so she replaces them with the gay alternate universe version of them, which is her gay hairdresser and my black husband and our Chinese baby that we bought on eBay or something. I don't know how they think gay people work. Yeah. It was so written by straight people. And so, because, that's what all gay families look like. It's always the Rainbow Coalition. And so...
It's always an Asian baby.
And I read the script and I was like, this is horrible. Like, this is almost offensive. But there's a check. So fuck my people. I'm getting paid this week. Exactly. Such an asshole. And so I was like, I don't care if I'm setting us back. Should I bring donuts? Because I want that money. I want that $80 Delta Airlines airplane use in 2019. So the whole gag was then they come to try to make up with her because it's her birthday and they feel bad. And she's having a birthday party with her new son, and the grandson, the Chinese kid, is playing a cello solo for her when her dopey half-man real grandson is just video game turd. Yeah. And so then they're like, she doesn't even need us back. And it was like, wah, wah. So after they crash that dinner and end up spending the evening, they're driving home and they don't want to say the word gay on CBS at 8:30 and what is this? 98 maybe? And so Charlie Sheen's driving the fake car. And he's like, so those guys were interesting. This is comedy. And then Ducky is like, I know, they really were interesting. And they're going back with ... interesting for way too many pages, if you ask me. And then the punchline
straight
of that
writers,
scene...
that's why.
Yeah,
straight
the punchline
writers.
of that scene is Half Man leans forward and goes, what? I thought they were fabulous. Man, and then it goes to commercial, and I blow my brains out. And so I'm literally participating in this fucking hate crime. And so they're rehearsing the scene in the fake car, right? Yeah. Which is literally just like a windshield on sticks, and then like a little, like they're in just folding chairs, and then like a fake steering wheel, and then people walking by with like these flashlights to make it look like they're moving. I mean, it's so fucking ridiculous. And they're rehearsing it, and I hear on the walkie-talkies, somebody get Tony to the set. We need Tony on the set. Stat. somebody fly in, Tony. We need Tony. And at first, you know, like I hear my name, so I'm like, oh my God, they need me. And then I'm like, okay, I'm on a fucking the Warner Brothers backlot. Like these are Teamsters. There's 40 Tonys, right? That are doing electric.
Yeah.
So it's not about you. But it was. So this woman comes up and she's like, you're Tony, right? And I go, yeah. And she's like, come with me. They need you. And I was like, oh my God. And so I run to the set and the director, straight guy, the director goes, oh, thank God you're here. I need you to show the kid how to talk gay. Well, no, because it is a dialect. And so
awesome.
I go, wait, what? And he's like, just say the line. So they put the script like right in my face, and I go, I thought they were fabulous. And he goes, no, say it how you would say it. Swear to God. And I look at Ducky, and he's just like, please don't file a claim like with the union. Like he knows this is not good. And Charlie Sheen is high as a kite, so he has no idea.
Yeah.
And so I go, okay, I thought they were fabulous. And he goes, no, do that thing you do with your hand. And so I thought it was funny. And I go, oh no, that's called fisting. And so he didn't want jokes from me. He just really wanted. So literally, I'm like, I thought they were fabulous. And he's like, yeah. And so I'm literally looking at the kid, and I'm going, and we're doing it over and over. And I'm not kidding. I swear to God, when they shoot the scene, and I'm behind the camera. And so it was it was really, really excruciating. But you know, super nice. Oh, here's another funny story about that. Not that you asked.
Well, that was my favorite episode, and now you took the magic away.
You haven't seen that.
No, I didn't.
Don't watch that, man.
But the magic's gone.
Yeah, you and Filthy Beard over here.
We don't watch that.
So the Chinese son. So I have in my history dated a number of Asian men. Okay? It's not like a fetish or anything. I've dated a ton of black guys, a lot Mexican men. I love sex with Mexican men. No, it's great. The only thing that sucks is before they suck your dick, they squeeze a lime on it. But still, I love it. But so I've been with a lot of different ethnicities.
Nice. Off first.
Whatever, it's gonna burn anyway. What do I care? So I had been. So when I saw in the script, when I got sent to this audition, you know, back when I had, you know, a good agent, one of the lines said that I say to the son, I'm telling him to play this cello solo for the grandma as like her birthday present. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I tried to be like helicopter mom, like in that moment? And it was like, look, I think his name was Yao Ming or Ming Zhao or is Yao Ming the basketball player? Okay, so it wouldn't be that.
All the above.
So whatever. It was like basically like Ching Chong. Like it was so racist. It was so not cool. And so they were like, you know, Ping Pang has a gift for you. And so in the audition, I'm alone in a room, and I go, you know, Ping Pang has a gift for you. And I went, 新年快乐! and then like went like this. And I'm convinced that's why I got the gig. I think that was the thing that I did that they thought, oh, that's a really, you know, funny idea. Let's hire that faggot. And so then when I get up there for the script read, now they've added in the script a parenthetical when that line comes where it says, barks at him in Chinese.
Oh, what?
And so I don't know what I'm seeing this for the first time at the script read, and they're all there. So again, I just go 新年快乐, which by the way just means Happy New Year. That's how you say like Happy Chinese New Year.
At least you said something. It just sounds like.
And I
thought you were just winging it. So that was kind of good.
I have enough exes that text me 新年快乐 every January that you know, and so. Sometimes it's in February. But anyway,
Chinese New Year.
Right, the Lunar New Year now. We don't say Chinese New Year. That's racist.
Is it?
Apparently. I know, I guess now we're supposed to say
2019. It's no longer that anymore.
Because I think the reason is some Asian countries that aren't China also use that calendar. So it's not... it's the lunar calendar or the Lunar New Year, I believe. Anyhow. So it's like... No one tells me. I keep waiting for like this is a big budget hit TV show. I keep waiting for the language expert to come in and be like, this is now the phrase you have to learn, dumbass. That's going to be hard for you to learn.
Stop saying Happy New Year.
And no one.
Happy New Year
after Tuesday, I'm like, I don't know. I need to be saying. So I was able to go through my phone, and I have more than one person that speaks Mandarin in my phone. And so I was just like, how would a parent? Because, Mandarin is all about levels of respect. Like the way parents speak to children is a completely different vocabulary than the way children speak to elders. Like you use different words to someone that is a higher station than you.
Okay.
All right. So children speak to parents in a different way than parents. So I was like, it needs to be correct.
No wonder they're so advanced.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So I was like, how would I say do a good job, but in the way of do a good job and don't embarrass me? Like the way a parent would say, go out there and fucking make that soccer goal or don't come home. That was what I wanted. And so it was 一定要做好. Okay.
Yeah.
A decade later, it's still fucking burned into my brain. And so everywhere in my house, I have Post-its. 一定要做好. 一定要做好. 一定要做, like in my car in the rearview mirror. And I'm just practicing it over and over. So we're shooting this. We're doing camera rehearsal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, 一定要做好. And no one, we take a break, and these two people come over in suits, and they're like, hi, we're from international legal clearance or whatever, and we just need to vet what it is that you're saying, because we don't speak Mandarin, and if you were suck my dick, and then this airs in other countries, we'll lose our job. And I was like, well, I just fucked this guy, and he told me that this is how you say it. That's how he told me to do a good job, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a linguist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we could call him if you want. And so they're like, now they're freaking out because they're wanting to take, oh, you let this go too late. And I'm like, I let this go. I'm a fucking day player. Why am I in charge? I'm parked 6 miles away and taking the shuttle under the lot. I don't have you have a fucking parking spot, dipshit. And so I remember that the kid playing the Chinese son has his mother and grandmother on the set with him because he's 12.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I keep hearing them speaking another language, so maybe, grandma speaks no English, right? But mom maybe could translate, and they'd be like, okay, that's good. I don't know. I'm just trying to be part of the problem, or part of the solution, not part of the problem, right? And so we go out to the kid's trailer, which, P.S., bigger than mine. I just want to say, child actors get fucking, yeah. So I go out there, and grandma answers, and she doesn't speak any English. And so I just look at her and I go, 一定要做好. And she goes, ah. And I look at them, and they're shrugging, and so I look at her again, and I go, 一定要做好. And she goes, ah. She's so proud of me. And they're like, okay, well, I guess. She wouldn't have clapped if he said, suck my dick, right? She would have gotten on her knees. And so they were like, it's funny now I look back on it that they rolled the dice on that. So I'm like, okay, I guess I figured that out. And so we go back to the set, and we're shooting.
Way to go, party foul.
This guy, yeah.
That better be the beard shampoo people going, we want back on board.
Yeah, this is a great story.
We've turned it around now. And so we're on the set, and I say to the kid, wow, your grandma really saved the day. And he's like, what? And I go, yeah, they were all upset at, what am I saying when I'm saying 一定要做好? And but I don't actually speak Mandarin. So we went out to the trailer, and we found grandma, and she kind of gave them the nod, and now they know it's okay. And the kid goes, she doesn't speak Chinese. We're Korean. And I had to confront my own racism and ignorance in that moment.
One and the same.
Because I don't want to be a you all look alike kind of a white person. I don't want to be that. And I never saw the kid's last name. And he was playing a Chinese, person. So in my defense, but oh my God. So Warner Brothers Television to this day airs an episode where I yell, 一定要做好. And it was vetted by a Korean lady who speaks not a lick of Chinese.
This sounds
awesome.
like Hollywood to
Yeah,
a
that-
T.
to a T.
So it's, you're right. It's
Everything
so
I imagine about Hollywood.
failing upward.
It's that what is it? They'll ask for forgiveness later. Almost
yeah.
like just
That's
kind of
right.
roll with it
It's
until
easier to ask for
forgiveness
forgiveness
later.
than it is
yeah.
for permission.
Yeah. So just
Wow.
all right, just keep going with it.
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
still
that
been
was
in the
such
clear.
a long story.
No, that was perfect. That's
But
good.
it's totally
that was a great
true, yeah.
story. Good job, Albert. Bringing that up.
I know, right?
I saw that on there too, but I didn't know.
And thanks for the
good.
setup for the Mexican dick sucking, because that's a good joke.
That was
I appreciate
good.
that.
Was good. We did that on purpose.
I feel like that was a 3-pointer for me.
He asked.
Yeah.
He asked to hear that one. That's why. He was just like, "Please bring up more."
Why- Here's a question for straight guys.
Yes.
Since now I'm acting like
Shoot.
it's my show.
Go ahead.
When you meet, you're all single?
No.
Wow.
All of us.
Very
Wow.
married.
How is that possible?
No,
You're
right?
kidding me. You convinced women to marry you.
Yes.
Surprisingly.
It really is.
It
It tells
is.
you the sad state that women in our country are.
They are blind.
No.
So
But okay, so if you were single, when you met a female who was like, yeah, I dated a woman I was with a woman for like a year and but then I've been with men since. That makes her hotter, right? Like that's like a huge thing. But like women are never like, oh yeah, I'm with this guy and he used to date this guy
dude,
for like 2 years, but then now he's with women. That's always like, well, no, you're a gay.
Yeah.
taboo-ish.
What is that about? Why is it?
So why is it a double standard?
I mean, I know the answer. I just want to hear you humiliate
Well,
yourselves first, and then I'll correct you.
Sound dumb about it?
Yeah, that's the only fun of being a minority.
I'll let you go first.
No, I think you hit it on the
I'll
head.
go first.
I think you hit it on the head. It's a double standard.
It is a double standard. So there's
girls are more attracted to females anyways. When they go watch porn, they typically gravitate towards female on female porn.
That's possibly true. I don't know
You
where
think
his scientific stats are.
More straight women watch lesbian porn than straight porn or gay male porn?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know the answer.
Not
I know.
gay
I do
men.
know a ton of straight women love gay male porn.
I've heard
And that
too.
one
I've heard
was
that
a
too.
shock for me. And they're like, well, because the men in straight porn are monsters, and so nobody wants to look at that.
No.
And they do that because the male ego is so fragile. They can't actually have a hot guy in there, or you guys can't get hard. And so, because you're so threatening. So it has to be someone that's like, okay, if he could get her, I could get her.
Yeah.
And then, so they're like, but like gay porn has like hot guys in it. So I'll watch 2 hot guys because I like having sex with guys. And I'm like, but they're not doing what you do. But then the women are like, no, they kind of are. And I'm like, touche. Yeah, that's true. I was so
true.
wrong. But whereas like lesbian porn, I think is more story driven. That's broad strokes, which I think is something that feels good on a vagina, right? But no, but I mean, I think
I
generally
don't know. I
speaking,
can't find the spot. So
oh my God. Even with that long tickly beard, oh my
It's like
God.
this.
Yeah, it must save so much lockjaw.
I'm just gonna do this for a little.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
just
Yep.
all right. Yeah, no, I think. Yeah, I think that women are allowed to, like, women can walk and hold hands and they go to the bathroom together,
Yes.
and that's like women can hug and kiss goodbye, like, but men, that's not the way bros like act and stuff.
Yep.
So
Well, it's almost like the double standard too. Like when women be with multiple guys, it's frowned upon. When guys are with multiple girls,
It's not.
then it's
Then you're
not.
a
You know what I mean? You
player.
know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
is it
you're
really
a whore
frowned?
or
Do you
you're
really
just
care if you find out that you are
girl
dating a
with
woman
too
and
many-
she's had a bunch
too
of?
many partners.
Does that really bother you?
I think that's the kind of
I
person.
think when you're
'cause-
younger,
No, I
when you're
mean,
younger,
yeah, I
maybe
see that
when you're
too.
younger, like you're like, oh,
Well,
you're
yeah, if
with
she's
too many.
19 and all used up, then that.
Yeah, and then you're like, you're my dream.
Right.
You're my first.
You're
and
just
then
in there like all banging
you've been
around.
like,
going,
you've been
that
like
doesn't
10
seem right.
people or so. I'm like, what? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
It's like a cowbell.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's not.
I don't know. Some
correct.
guys prefer experience though. Like,
Yeah, I think that a woman who has
Yeah.
been with women and been with men, you think, well,
That would
she's
be-
in touch with her sexuality. She knows what she likes and doesn't like. She'll be up for things.
I mean, a straight guy really is hoping for that woman on
You
woman
get-
thing.
Yeah, well, you can
Oh,
get, you
then
can
I
get-
can
you
also
you
talk
can
her into a
get-
three-way. Yes,
Yes,
yes. Oh,
that's where
That's where that goes. Yeah,
That's
straight,
where
I don't
that's-
think straight guys care about the whole. If she's in touch with
Yeah.
herself.
Even
and-
though the whole thing that straight men don't get about a three-way is you're the least important participant. A three-way is really about two chicks finally having pleasurable sex, and you getting to watch.
You're just the water boy.
Yeah.
You guys thirsty? You guys thirsty?
Water boy.
You guys thirsty?
Oh my God, water boy!
Up
is
for air?
so- you literally go make a sandwich.
Come up
bitch.
from air.
That
Come
is
up from air.
Amazing.
You done? Come drink. Okay.
That's my favorite thing of the day. That is so fucking so sad and true and delicious.
Not wrong at all whatsoever.
Are you okay? You haven't came up for air. You guys
my
having
God.
fun?
Put me in, coach.
Yeah,
Cramp.
yeah. I'm ready. Tag me in.
Stay on the bench.
Tag
you
me in.
fucking third string amateur. Fucking JV asshole.
So true.
You're not playing in the finals, you little bitch.
Not at this level.
That is so funny. That's amazing.
Let's try to wind it down a little bit and have him start with the trash talk. We'll skip
We'll skip the Game of Thrones stuff. We'll skip Game of Thrones,
Oh, okay.
and
I
just
don't
because
watch the
I know you
show,
don't watch
so
it,
yeah.
I know you love dragons, but you hate the show, so that's fine.
But also, there's some lesbian sex in Game of Thrones.
There's
right?
tons of.
There is.
Calm down. Oh my God, he lit right up. That was like the Las Vegas Strip when I
It
said that.
was. Did you see me?
His face is turning the same color as his mic right now.
Yeah, I was getting red.
Amazing. What? And is Gwendolyn Christie like a dynamic sexual person on that show?
Which one is
She's
that?
the
one?
giant, the 7 foot tall blonde woman.
what's her
She's
name?
such a fucking badass. She's so cool.
Brand
in real life.
Tarth. Of,
Brand of Tarth.
Yeah,
Brian.
Not until just recently.
Yeah, she
Just until
she
this
just
last
had
episode.
this
yeah.
last
Yeah.
episode actually was a sex scene for her,
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was her first.
which was it was
She didn't get nude or anything, but yeah.
spoiler alert if whoever's gonna
Yeah.
listen in, but there was a sex scene where she finally gave her flower. So
Well, that's a big Venus flytrap.
big flower. yeah.
But so and the show is because final season and it didn't get ruined by its success. It's still as good. Or,
You know this.
So far,
because you can't be that kind of phenomenon
Yeah.
and then still maintain quality.
It's good. I think it's
Well,
gonna.
they did have a Starbucks cup in this last episode.
Yeah, the last episode was a Starbucks cup in the background.
Wait, are you kidding me?
No,
you mean as an
no.
accident?
As an accident, but it was on
but
there.
It made it to the
on the show, like it was on the show.
They're literally animating dragons, and they couldn't
And they
erase
couldn't.
a fucking Christmas cup from Starbucks.
No,
Like that's like a $10 item on their budget,
Right?
Have you seen how they do when she's flying on the dragon? Have you
Yeah.
seen the big
Yep.
green contraption they
I
made?
haven't seen it.
so you're seeing it right there. So right there is Daenerys at the table.
Because here's what's interesting. It would be okay. No, I was gonna say it would be so easy with that kind of budget to make cups that look like grog or whatever they
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
drink,
yeah, yeah.
so that if it's left in a shot, it would. But then it makes it that much harder to keep the continuity.
Yeah.
So at least if it's a Starbucks cup, you know we got to yank all the modern
Yeah.
stuff out. So it's probably easier for continuity to
Yeah,
catch.
you
So-
being in the producer world, or I'm sure
Yeah.
you're in parts of editing and some things. I would think. I mean, I don't know the ins and outs, but I
Well,
would
I
imagine
did-
like something like that, you probably shouldn't miss, right?
Yeah, that's well,
Yeah,
and also
yeah,
it's
you know
your
what I mean?
it's your the hero, which is
Yeah,
your star
the
in any
dragon.
shot. So she's hero there.
Yeah.
And that shot was there for
Right.
a good minute.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's not like it's in the it's literally in the foreground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta go watch it.
I
now.
saw
See that if it's
on
there.
the season premiere there was a scene where she was riding with the Jon Snow guy and her hairdo totally changed. I saw someone did 2 screen grabs of that.
notice that.
Because clearly it was multiple day shoot. I don't know how long that scene was, but
gotta see
and
that,
the little
yeah.
curly
Couple
cues thing
seconds.
that she has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was a completely different pattern. And it was just like they washed her wig last night, so you can never make the wig look the same.
So I think you answer your own question with the quality and things like that. Like, obviously, it's starting to fall, dissipate.
Well, but also though, no, you know what though?
talking about the storyline,
If
right?
that had
Yeah.
happened in season 1, no one would have caught it. 'cause
That's
there
true.
weren't that many
There's so much
eyeballs on it.
that is
Right.
there's so much anticipation with these last
because
6
whoever
episodes.
found that is a pitiful, empty person.
Yeah, when I watched it,
That's-
I mean, I wasn't paying
Right. None of us would have
100%.
caught that.
Yeah.
No,
catch it.
none
But
of us did during
it's
the
just
actual
like
episode.
those people that
Yeah.
are just so like, you know.
And it's kind of weird because I mean,
I
if you
can't
look
jerk off
at
to this, there's
if you look
Starbucks
at it,
there.
I mean, it blends in pretty
It
good.
really does. It's not like
does.
it's bright red with a
and it's
Christmas
that
tree
white
on it.
top is kind of what throws it
Yeah,
off.
that's
Yeah.
true.
No, but if you had gone, what in this picture is from this year, I would have gone his jacket.
Yeah.
Because that looks so much like a jacket I could go buy in a
That's
store
true,
right now.
too.
I would not have gone to the cut.
Forever 21.
Yeah, Forever 21.
Let's get that sponsorship for
Yeah,
21.
yeah, hit us up Forever 21
now.
please. We'll rock your
Because
clothes.
I think this is 3 people you want
Yes,
wearing
sponsor your
your clothes.
clothes.
You really want us wearing your
Yes. Because we are Forever 21.
I'm always down to try something once, at least.
That's funny.
So what is Trash Talk?
So, all right, let's do it. So, Trash Talk is
Go ahead and give
based...
them the.
I mean, I'm a fan of the show. I totally know.
Oh, you do.
It's my favorite segment.
Exactly. So, all you're going to do is you're going to
there's
pick...
questions and topics in there. We ask that you pull 2, and then basically you answer or go on a story of whatever the topic
So
may
just
be.
pull out the slip of paper and then talk for 45 minutes without letting you say anything?
Sort of, yeah. Oh, this is a handwritten one.
Okay, this is Are You a Holocaust Denier?
Yes.
You picked it.
How could anybody be a fucking Holocaust denier? First of all, well, we are in Gilbert. So now I'm sorry.
Now
I
you're
take
now
it
you're
back.
seeing it. Okay.
Yeah, now the
painting the
subdivision
picture.
is making
Making
a little more sense.
Holocaust what? Denial?
Denier.
Holocaust
We
denier.
had a guest who came on a couple episodes ago. That was one of his questions that he thought would be in there.
Oh.
And we were like, wow, that was pretty dark.
But, okay, I thought you were
and then
saying
we added
that
it.
he was trying to tell you guys there was no Holocaust.
No. Well, maybe. I don't know. We didn't even touch on that. We should have. But when he said that, we were like, huh, that's a good
It's a
train
good question.
stopper.
Yeah.
Listen.
It's already derailed everything right now.
It did.
I hope that you... No, it didn't, actually.
Oh, good.
I hope that you,
None of
as
us.
straight man, but as a person of color, I feel like you're going to be with me on this in a way. No, I'm being totally serious.
Okay.
Like, shit is really bad right now. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we have
Fake news.
people running into synagogues. I mean, literally last week, weekend before last, shooting up people. Fucking, New Zealand. We've got all this the mosques, what's happening, but especially with this weird anti-Semitism that has resurfaced, blossoms, all these Jewish cemeteries getting vandalized, and the fucking Jews will not replace us with tiki torches in fucking 2018. What?
God.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just the gays, and it's like fucking brown
it's hate
people
everywhere.
and black
It really is.
people
Everything.
and all different religions. The idea that white Christians are the most persecuted in this country is the most brilliant part of their plan.
Yeah.
To
Right?
keep fucking trying to
yeah.
muddy the water with that bullshit. When the group that's made all the laws always is the most persecuted.
and always in power, always putting people in power.
So I'm actually glad this came up, because everybody fucking hearing this, you need to find a way every single day to be an ally to a community to which you are not a member. I'm
very
sorry,
true.
you have to fucking... White people especially, we need to be policing one another, because white people are out there showing their ass. And when you see that fucking old lady in line at Target yelling at some black or brown person to go back where you belong, don't just get your phone out. You need to be like, no, you old bitch. You go back where you belong. Walmart.
Yeah. No, he's not
So
wrong.
true.
at
No,
all.
you're right.
Because
He's
it's
not
up
wrong.
now to us to rein in asshole white people. Because brown people have been trying to say, what's up with these asshole white people? And we've been going, no, that's not really a thing. And reverse racism is just as bad. And now we have to go, oh, okay, you know what? Yeah, we're going to help. We're going to be on your side, black and brown people, and we're going to help clamp down our own kind because they're out there fucking acting the fool.
I agree with you 100%.
So to answer the question, I'm going to say I am not a denier. I think it happened.
It's like a round table.
Yeah.
type
So
question.
we all get to
Sorry.
answer it.
Well, I didn't come on the show for anyone else to talk.
So Albert is definitely a denier.
I mean,
We're not-
we can already.
Yeah,
assume
we
the
all know
answer.
that we're all there. I mean, that was kind of just a.
It's to
obviously
throw.
But I
everyone
am
off.
an
was a good-
Alamo denier, and I'll fight you on that. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it was a good movie, but yeah, it probably didn't happen.
Oh, am I supposed to pick another
Yeah,
one?
one more,
Yes.
and then
We'll wind it down.
hopefully this was not as bad. Maybe it's like
Disney.
whatever. What last Forever 21 store did you go to?
Right. Well, tell your most embarrassing vomit story.
Oh.
I don't know. What's funny is it just made me think of that. I threw up a little bit when I watched Two Girls, One Cup. It was.
I haven't seen it. I don't want
It
to
I've never
really-
seen it. Let's put it on.
It really is.
No, don't.
Like, you
Please.
can't oversell it. It's
Yeah,
so
pretty bad.
horrifying.
It's pretty bad.
And I remember the part where everyone knows what the secret ingredient in that is, so we don't have to.
we don't have
I'm
to go
a
into
delicate
detail
person.
that.
I don't like to talk dirty. But there's a moment where the girl, because there's a guy. It's guy and two girls.
I've never got through the whole thing
I've never seen
because I think I got to the part where the ingredients get added.
I'm feeling like she's
That's
sucking
as far as I got.
a dick that has it, but maybe it's not even a dick. Maybe she's.
I thought it was just the two
No.
girls.
Yeah,
God,
there's a
just-
point. There's a point where they're doing like sex.
Your
with
mind's
it in
blocking
there.
it.
Yeah.
No, but
all
that's. I
together,
literally was
yeah.
just like I made it through like the cup, and then they started using the cup, and I was
like
like
dry heaved a
I
little bit,
literally
probably.
and I
Yeah,
tasted
no.
it, and
Yeah.
so that's
Thank
the
God
first
I've
thing
never
that
seen
comes
What
to
I'm
mind.
more curious about, though, is what led you to happen to
yeah, why
stumble
would you-
across it? Like,
Because people were talking
Yeah,
about this
they were
being the
talking
most,
about it for a while.
and it was like The Ring.
Yeah.
Like, you can't unsee this. It's going to haunt you. And I was
it's
like, oh, come
currently
on.
haunting
Fucking
us.
internet is not that. Like, I grew up in the 80s when we had the Faces of Death videos on VHS.
Seen those?
Oh my
Which was allegedly people actually died, which of course they weren't. That's not even legal.
I
But
remember that stuff. Dude.
do you know what that is?
Faces of
the
Death.
face of
Yeah.
that. No,
It was a series of
Yeah, it
videos
was
you
movies.
could get at like Blockbuster Video
Yeah.
and shit like that
And it's
that
just
were
real
sold as
events.
like hidden
Yeah.
camera videos and videos of people doing accidents where they died.
Yeah.
And like allegedly they sawed the head off the skull of a monkey in this little like chair that was holding it, and then these people ate its brains with
Yeah.
these long spoons.
Did you ever
And
see that one where-
it's of course fake, but like as teenagers we were like, oh my god,
Yeah.
you fucking ate that monkey's brain, dude. You
The
know?
one that's always in my head is the one where the dad was on a safari with the family, and he gets out, and then the lions just start eating him.
Bingham was like, oh, fake. But they shot it at the Jungle Cruise at Disneyland. But so I saw that. I mean, listen, with Joan, I had so many things that I had to because being the head writer, my job was to keep her super current.
Yeah.
And she so one day we were talking about Justin Timberlake on Fashion Police, and the joke was, you know what? When his dick isn't in a box, he really does have great style, right? Which is kind of a harmless joke, but she didn't know dick in a box. She didn't get the reference. And I was like, and so I had to show her the dick in a box video, and she was rolling.
Yeah.
She thought it was so funny.
Hilarious.
And I had to show her the Kim Kardashian sex tape. Because we did so many jokes about it. And so I
she had to know
literally
the
watched
premise.
porn with Joan Rivers.
How funny.
And we had a joke when Lady Gaga had the album come out with all the different colors of makeup smeared on her face.
Yeah.
The joke in Fashion Please was, it looks like she just came from a bukkake party at a clown college. And Joan laughed at the joke, and then when everyone was gone, she was like, "What was the joke with the booby, the boob?" Like there was some word I didn't know, and I was like, "Oh God."
She had to watch
Bukkake, and she was
stuff with
like,
her.
"Yeah, what does that mean?" And I was like,
Oh no!
All right, here we
"How
go.
do I
Let's
say
go.
this
Let's go
to
watch
an
some videos.
80-year-old legend whom I love and respect?" And so I had to explain to her what it was, and she thought about it, and she was like, "So what you're saying is that happens so often, you need a name for it?" And I was like, "Yes, it's a thing. It's a thing." And so I mean, I had so many things like that I had.
That's so funny.
Awesome.
But vomit? You have vomit stories?
Vomit. You want to? I'll go.
And what is it most
Yeah.
embarrassing?
What's the most embarrassing vomit story?
Probably in Vegas, when I was in Vegas.
Oh, you have one.
Can you speak
recently,
into the
like-
microphone?
Yeah.
He's got one. He's got one on Thursday.
Right, just think what-
We're,
That
we're
was
50
embarrassing,
episodes
though.
into
That
your
wasn't
podcast.
embarrassing.
Let me explain to you how this works.
Yeah. So mine was, I guess, flu related. It wasn't really anything that embarrassing.
But you could hydrate.
That's true. So that's that was before I had hydrate in my life.
I'm not even kidding. Have you ever done it when you have a hangover?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I don't know if
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
have a product
So
for that.
they
but-
do.
We did it live on the show one time,
Oh, okay.
and that night on our episode, we were celebrating the big game,
Super Bowl.
yeah, Super Bowl.
I've heard of it.
And and I
I've heard
drank
stories.
I drank an entire bottle of tequila, like a good.
No, you did not.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
You would be dead.
Well, some of it's
You're
in his-
Mexican. Tell him.
Some of it's
That
in
is
his
like
beard.
literally.
Some of it's in his beard.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it spilled in the beard and things, but no, we're doing hydrate. And
That's awful.
next day, I woke up as if I didn't drink anything. the night before at all. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I went to work, my 9 to 5, was fully productive. Came home went to bed a little early, and that was it.
Okay.
Very nice.
You
Yeah, mine would just be flu related. I haven't done anything too crazy that I can think of. Sorry, my story's not that good.
Mine was, I was at it's a bachelor party, and it was here in Phoenix actually, and we went to a strip joint, and right there I was too hammered.
And she puked.
That would be a good story. You should
I want to like
twist it.
Yeah, that should be like an SNL sketch
Yeah.
of like strippers that it's like 4th of July, and so they do like a potluck backstage in the stripper dressing room, and someone brings like bad potato salad or something, and they all get the shits, and they're all up there just grinding, trying to like hold it. Wouldn't that be the fun? Like trying to be all sexy, but just like oh god,
The bubble gut.
and the guys are like, "Come on over here, bring it over." They're like, "Not right now, not right now. I'll be there in a second. I'm sticking over here by this fan right now, but doing you a favor, Daddy."
The potato salad is turned.
Can you imagine how funny that? Or like QVC, the women on QVC that have to be there for like 45 minutes and
That'd be good too.
this breezy cotton linen breeze blouse, and they're just all like trying to like hold it in. Show how much the knees bend. Can you get it on a floors, Marcy? No,
Not right now. No,
Time out.
no.
Time out. You can see a little sweat.
Commercial break.
Time
Commercial
out.
break.
Time
Yeah,
out.
the shit chills.
Yeah.
The shit chills when you get that one cold bead of sweat and you're like, I'm
You're shaking
so
a little
fucked.
bit.
You fucking
Okay.
don't think you're not good at math,
Yeah.
but you're like in the car with the shit chills going, okay, I've got 2.5 gallons left. I'm going to go 16
Yeah.
miles, the position of the moon, and we're going in an incline. I think I can fucking make it to that circle. Okay. You're like, you got like an abacus on your dashboard. You're fucking working shit out. All of a sudden, you're a goddamn civil engineer. You're like, I'm about to make that bitch. It's going to be okay. And then you get that, you like, then God speaks to you. And he sounds like Morgan Freeman, and he's like, son,
That it would be the one I would hear.
you about to
Yeah.
shit your pants. Like, you, oh my God. Yeah, that's not.
Perfect.
Are you sure that most embarrassing moment wasn't just this last Thursday?
That's what I
when
said,
We left
Thursday.
the finding.
That was embarrassing.
No,
He doesn't even remember
Well,
it.
yeah, he doesn't.
We had our comedy contest on
remember.
Thursday, and driving home, I was his Uber driver. And he was a little on the done side. I would
Yeah.
say.
What is your drink?
Vodka cranberry.
What's yours? What's your drink of choice?
Yeah.
Vodka cranberry, which is what
Wow.
I'm saying. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
a tough guy drink.
Well, it's
If I mean, you know,
Yeah,
no,
he's not a tough guy.
no, I do like a vodka cranberry, but
That's
my
the right guy
drink
to
is a
get.
rusty nail. That's what I drink. Do you even know what
Was
that is?
that-
No, I never.
Yeah,
Was that a
it's
euphemism for
Scotch.
something?
No, it's Scotch and Drambuie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Drambuie. It's like such an old man drink. It's just on the rocks,
On the
but
rocks.
it's 2 liquors.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
pure, you know, and
Is that Tanqueray?
Drambuie. No,
Scotch and Drambuie.
Drambuie is clove liqueur.
Oh,
okay.
So it's real sweet and syrupy and really smell really good. And then Scotch is, you know, gross.
Yeah.
Scotch.
And so it like cuts, and then you just have a lemon twist on the glass, but like you can like sip it and you make sure
Really?
it's all like warm and
I'm
nice.
not a big
and
Scotch or whiskey
Yeah.
drinker.
Yeah,
Okay.
we know you
I
don't
love
do well. We know you don't do
bourbon,
well with
Vodka
whiskey.
and cranberry.
Yeah, all the brown liquors I like.
Oh, see,
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
not a
I know.
surprise.
I know. The brown guys.
The brown liquor.
The brown
Any
guys.
liquor with a foreskin. I'm happy. Can you? This is something that they do on what the gay people do. When I was in Puerto Vallarta, which is like the gay place in Mexico, so I'm there a lot, and I'm kind of famous there. And they do like a wet and wild cruise, like a booze cruise, but just for sissies. And because it's Mexico, so foreskin. They, which is fine. That's good eating. I don't care. That's where the protein is. Like I'm on like a low carb thing. I don't care. I'm not afraid. But they do foreskin shots.
What?
The Go-Go Boys will pull the foreskin up and then do
a little shot glass
shots
out of it?
of like
What?
crazy punch,
Huh.
and then you are supposed to. I was like, pass. Not
Really?
yeah,
Wow.
no, I like to get my chlamydia the old-fashioned way. I don't really want
Not a random drink and then
like
yeah.
to have like chlamydia trench mouth or some weird kind of fucking syphilis cavity.
That's
I don't
the
know.
only thing I think it was like, they got to clean it, right? I mean, there's,
Although, but let me
Yeah.
tell you something. I
Alcohol.
went.
Oh, and then you think the alcohol might clean it? In
I was at a
sense?
strip club. Keep wishing. Keep wishing. You could. This is someone that goes to strip clubs believing no, that body glitter is
Yeah.
it's
like
antibacterial.
Yeah, it's
No, she's a whore.
Cleans them down.
Actually,
Cleans them down.
I went to a strip club with some straight guys once, and this chick her like signature move was that she had one of those Dum Dum lollipops, those little ones.
Yeah.
And you know exactly. And she would go, and then she would squat down.
Was her name Candy?
I wish. Not that smart.
No.
She would squat down on those big old plastic high heel pumps with the platform. And she would squat down with her pussy open. And she would put the Dum Dum in there. And then she would go. And guys would eat the 2 girls, 1 cup. And the Dum Dum in the vagina, both almost puked in my mouth. Not because vaginas are gross; they're beautiful or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm just
whatever
like,
people say.
You don't want to eat candy out of like a hot guy. I'm going to put this in my armpit. Do you want to eat it? No, it's not where candy goes. Yeah. That's my point. I'm not trying to say vaginas are gross.
No, I get it.
No, but I'm sure she was sharing it with other dudes,
which is even grosser too.
No, I'm going to clean it by putting it in my twat, and now now you're not gay.
Oh
now you're not gay for sharing.
Wipe off the dude.
Pineapple Dum Dum. Because I'm putting it back in the honey pot.
Yeah, it's like a new flavor.
Look how straight you are.
That's almost like a kissing booth scenario. Like they should be at a booth charging $5 to do this all the time. Like it seems like
that'd be a thing.
The kind of
And
scenario.
it seems like it should have been like a Tootsie Pop, right? Because isn't that the whole thing? Is like
a one
how many licks does it like? Feels like it would go longer, but maybe it's too big. But I doubt it. I don't think that.
Yeah.
I believe in her that she could support that. Is this the dirtiest episode you've ever done?
No.
What? No, it's pretty borderline.
Because if not, I have one more story. No, I'm just kidding.
It was good.
Yes.
I would say you and Gene were pretty.
Gene's not that dirty.
No, he was good.
He had some good ones, though.
He was good.
He's not dirty. He's just a faggot. So, I'm just kidding. He served. He was in the army.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Did any of you serve?
No.
There you go. Bitch ass 1, 2, 3.
Exactly. Yeah.
He just got his papers.
He climbed under the wall. Like, that counts.
It is. Yeah, he did more than we did to get here.
Yeah.
Sí se puede. But fucking viva la raza. Yeah, no. I want you to know I've had cheese crisp 3 days in a row.
Oh.
So I'm an ally. I fucking support you people.
That and Chicle.
Love it.
Chiclets.
Well, Tony, we really appreciate that you came on.
Yeah.
This was a ton of fun.
Oh, thank you guys.
Yes.
It was awesome.
I feel like this could go on forever.
I feel like it kind of did. If I'm honest, we should have ended that after 2.5 men. I feel like that was the peak.
Perfect.
No, you guys please, find me on
Yes.
all your
Give
social
us all
medias.
your social medias.
Well, it's just Tony Tripoli. So, Tony Tripoli on Facebook and whatever Instagram. I'm fucking 50 years old. I should have an Instagram. But and like next week I'm at San Diego Comedy Festival. I do a show with a Joan Rivers impersonator. It was Joan's favorite Joan impersonator.
Oh.
And so we're doing 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. You can get tickets at SanDiegoComedyFest.com if you're in the San Diego area. And then the following Friday, which I think is the 17th, I'm headlining the Rainbow Lounge, which is how they fucking the gay ghetto at the San Diego Comedy Festival. It's AIDS night at the Comedy Hut, but that's
is it really
okay.
called that? It's really called that?
No, it's called the Rainbow Lounge.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Is what they're calling the gay show.
They're gonna run with that?
It's so funny because all the other straight comedy shows are belly laughs and hugely funny, and then it's like Rainbow Lounge. It's like, what are we decorating? What am I supposed to bring a lamp? I'm just gonna do jokes, but okay. But yeah, and then there's gonna be Gene Moore and I do a thing with Christopher Royal called Comedy Triage, where comics get to come up and do a 3-minute set, and we just give them ideas I think you should have opened with that joke you closed on, and then come back and done it in that order, because that would have told me more who you are, and I would have laughed more at that when I already knew this about you, and don't talk about being a wife. Let me think that you're a single dirtbag, and then when you talk, somebody married me, that's so much funnier than opening with it, or those kinds of just notes that maybe the older people or that joke wasn't funny, what about this punchline, what do you think, we try to fix
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool. Wow.
So that's a really fun
be good
show.
for you.
So,
I
yeah.
think they need more of that. They need more
Like, way to-
the
Well,
old
because
school-
again, comics here. I mean, we did it at Big Pine last year, and I've done it with. We just did a version of it at Stand Up Live a couple weekends ago. Phoenix comics are able to step outside of their ego because it hurts to fucking get up there and do a couple minutes of stuff that you think is great or you believe in, and then have people go, I liked it, but I didn't love it. But I think for me, the fix would be this, or if you just change the order, I think it makes it, or maybe, that's like, dude, that's just racist. That's not really a punchline. That's just mean. Or, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause sometimes I will just be like, just because you just said that in a gay voice, you didn't write a joke.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Or that you said it like, oh, I called my credit card and, oh, your balance is like that. You didn't do a joke. You just made fun of a country of people. But it was fucking funny.
Yeah.
But you need to have a punchline. No. But like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
sometimes
Yeah.
when you hear that stuff, and Phoenix comics are like, wow, thank you. And I can't believe how many times I've done those. And people will email me the next day and be like, thanks for saying that. And what do you think of this? And I'm like, dude, you fixed it.
Yeah,
like,
there
yes.
you go.
And
That's
now
awesome.
you're going to go make money with that.
Yeah.
So Phoenix comics seem to be like, you're helping me for free, and I'm going to go get paid because of it. So there's no reason to have an ego or get butthurt over this because you're doing me a solid.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's nice.
That's
Very
pretty cool.
cool.
That's really
Yes.
cool then to hear that.
Yeah.
That Phoenix has that kind of scene. That's awesome.
Very cool.
Yep. Well, again, thank you for coming
Thanks,
on.
Tony.
Thank you for
Appreciate it.
sharing all
Very
your
fun.
Watch the next episode because I'll still be here.
Yeah.
So it's
More two and a half
Right.
men stories.
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be the 2.5 amigos, una amiga. Going forward. All right, you guys. Thanks a lot. This is fun.
Yes,
Awesome.
thank you.
Believe it or not, somebody actually pays these jackasses to do a podcast. The 2.5 Amigos are sponsored by
Brand new sponsor.
Blow Your Mind Sweets.
Blow Your Mind Sweets. If you're on YouTube, if it comes on, you'll see behind us Blow Your Mind Sweets. It's a great sponsor that we have that supplies ice cream to all over the valley, and I think it even does California as well.
California, Washington, D.C., Arizona.
Yeah, so it's a whole.
So they do catering, but they're mainly known for their cheesecake-based ice cream.
Yeah.
And it is delicious.
It
We
is.
had
It
it
is.
on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
Check it out.
The show that we had one of the founders on, Jacoby
Yep.
Country.
The ice cream's delicious.
Yeah,
like there's just
freaking good.
no way.
And they only do. I mean, like they don't do any like shipping or anything. Everything's local.
yeah, everything
Yeah,
is
it's
taken.
it's all legit, good product, locally grown.
Yep.
And they're definitely they're looking to branch off, which I don't know if we can mention. Should we not mention? I don't know when they're looking
He
to
just
get
specifically said to stay with
to what he's got right
Yeah,
now. Okay, so his product right now is the ice cream, and it's going to be good. Well, it is good, but
No,
you know
it
what I
is.
mean. But what is it, like 52 flavors? Wasn't it something like
Yeah,
that?
51.
51.
flavors.
Yes, and he's got a flavor for every nationality.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So make sure that you check him out at blowyourmindsweets@gmail.com.
That's their website.
Hit them up. Try their
Or
ice
that's
cream.
their
It is
email.
delicious and it's very affordable.
Yeah,
Very-
it's good.
Really good.
And as you
yeah.
see, the thing it was just up there, but it was basically telling you the prices are cheap and ice cream's good. So
Yeah.
hit them up and let us know what you think, and let them know what you think, and write a good review because we like them and
Yes.
they are a friend of the show.
It was so funny. We were sitting here talking. Albert didn't talk for like a couple minutes. The next
Yeah.
thing you know, he's finished with this complete ice cream sample that he got.
Oh, that night, that day, very true.
They had a brownie explosion one,
Yeah.
and that was so.
Mine was like an
good.
orbit,
So good.
Mine was like
So
an
good.
orange sherbet, which I wasn't. That's not like my go-to,
Yeah.
but it was still really
It was
good.
delicious still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So and then they didn't have labels, like they didn't have labels on them, like what you knew what they were, but it was good. So I mean, if
So you can find them on Facebook. If you if you Facebook search Blow Sweets.
Yeah.
Again, hit them up on their Gmail account, blowyourmindsweets@gmail.com. Sea Giant. So you want to go to that concert, you want to go to the big game, you want to go check out a soccer event, Orchestra.
Yeah.
Anything that involves a seat ticket, right?
Ooh, the Book of Mormon.
The
Great
book-
show. Love it. Been there. Recommend it to anybody. UC Giant. Get your tickets.
Yeah, essentially it's a Ticketmaster alternative.
It is.
If you end up using Amigos PC, then you get 3% off of the purchase. Yeah, the whole purchase of the products.